Actually, this is a memorial place, a samadhi of Anna Sahib Patwardhan. Uh, if you see the year 1917, so this place has completed more than 100 years already. And if we want to understand who was this Anna Sahib Patwardhan, so the closest relation one can have is he was the mentor guru of Lokmanya Tilak. So a very influential freedom fighter, or rather he is credited as a father of Indian unrest, and a mentor of that person. He would be having a very different stature, a different personality. It is very interesting to note some of the very interesting characteristics of this person. That's why he is called Maharshi, because a very knowledgeable person in many fields. He was the only person during that era who was proficient in Indian medicine, Ayurveda, as well as allopathy. And he had actually devised his own therapy by combining the plants which were on the banks of Mutha river, because that time a lot of medicinal plants used to be found over here because of the pure nature of and even today there is a publication available of his work. He had made formulations of 33 different species of plants and recommended some formulations for each disease, and people are even today researching on some of these things. The best part, or unbelievable in today's environment, he must have cured thousands of patients in those days, but he did this as a service purely, without charging anything to the patients. His profession was, he was an advocate. And that was his livelihood. So during these times it is really unbelievable, you go to a doctor and he doesn't charge you anything. So this kind of a person, obviously he was why he was called mentor of Lokmanya Tilak was he was also a very influential figure in the freedom fight. He conceptualized a very out of the box scheme during those times. That in those times there was a province called Varad Pranta म्हणायचे, which was actually earlier held by, it was a kingdom of Nizam, and this Nizam had some outstanding loan with British government during that time. It was something like 2 crores that time, so maybe around 20,000 crores, maybe today's currency. So that was a huge sum. But Anna Sahib had a very different type of a plan in his mind boiling up that time. That he had thought that let us gather money from the society with good intention people who can donate and pay this loan back to Britishers and create an autonomous state over there, and then start a freedom struggle officially from that state. So he had approached Britishers with this proposal. So those officers thought that this is some kind of a mischief going on. So just to drive him away, they said that we will give you some 24 hours or 48 hours. You pay us and the deal is done. So this person actually could do that. So that kind of influence he had on the society. He could go to the richest of the people. He could just, how much time is left, so just within short time he could influence those people to that level where they could commit this kind of a money just on the word of him. So a really great man, obviously. And this particular place has this kind of a story around it. Uh, Actually, when Lokmanya Tilak wrote this Gita Rahasya during his Mandale tenure, the first copy he had dedicated to this Kasba Ganpati, Gram Devat. Then second copy to Jogeshwari, and third copy to his Guru. So that is also documented in his literature. So we have a very rare photograph of him and Lokmanya Tilak together. Lokmanya Tilak is standing, and he is the man. So the whole purpose is, this Mutha river is dotted with locations like this, which carry a lot of interesting stories around. And if people understand those stories, when you pass from this road next time, you will remember him. You will, and you want to visit this inside when it is open, right? Okay, so we'll just cross again. There is another interesting place.